turnout in 21 and we only have 4% turnout in this year. It's very easy to throw those percentages around, but I really encourage everyone to look at the number of votes being cast, not so much the percentage, because the number of registered voters changes, right? It consistently goes up over time, so it's really tough to compare those percentages. So we have good voters, we have some consistent voters, but there are a lot of them out there, a lot of you all out there that haven't yet voted, and so we really need you to vote. The presidential election turnout was huge. It was a large turnout. It always is every 4 years. Why not do that for your municipal election, right? Let's create a record. Let's break all those records and get well over 40%. But we can't do that unless you, the voter, take that step and vote that ballot and put it in any of the 28 ballot boxes across the city. You need to get that ballot in one of those boxes by 7 p.m. on April 1st. Again, it is April 1st. It is not a joke. We really are having an election, and we really need you to vote.
For all those who have, by accident, made a mistake on their ballot, what can they do?
Sure, reach out to us. You can come down to our office at 30 South Nevada, Suite 101. You can call us. At this point, we still have a few days where we can mail another packet out to somebody. Starting on Monday, you really need to come to our office to get that replacement packet. And basically, if you call us, we'll say, how did you spoil it? Because if you can clearly mark out the one you don't want and mark the one you do want and get your intent so we can tell what you want to do, you could probably still use that packet, but we really need to talk to you about that. We're not going to ask who you're voting for. We're simply going to say, here's how you fix it if you inadvertently voted for the wrong person. But once you put that ballot in the ballot box, it's a cast ballot. There is no way to take it back.
Perfect. And then Colorado Springs, it does such a wonderful job of making sure that everybody's included and everybody's informed. Talk a little bit about just the services that you all provide the citizens or the residents to make sure that they're able to come in and vote in person, whether it be a language barrier or anything like that.
Right, so we do provide, as all city departments do, we do have the ability to do some translation into some alternative languages. We do have a Spanish-speaking employee who's very gracious in helping anybody out in that respect. But we also have the ability to do some translation services. Our city website has the ability to translate, just like a lot of websites. You can click the button and put which language you would like it in. So we have those abilities. We can also talk to people. People can talk to their neighbors or grandkids or various other things to help out with that perspective too. But we do make it really simple in an all-mail ballot election. We did mail those ballots out in March 7th, and we have links on the city website. It's coloradosprings.gov/elections. To contact information for all 20 of those candidates. There's a lookup feature if you haven't gotten your ballot and you're not sure which district you're in. You can look that up. We have a ballot status search that's on the website now, where once you put your ballot in a box, you can go out there and check the next day to make sure we received your ballot. We also have an interactive turnout map, so anybody at any given moment can go out there and look at that map. You can look at the citywide data. You can look at just the district data, and you can also click on your precinct. So that's another fun way to have a little contest with your neighbors, right? Is go click on your precinct and see how many people in my precinct voted, and encourage your neighbors out there to vote. The most important thing is you have a voice. Let's hear it, right? Let's hear it. Vote, cast that ballot.
If this is the first time for some reason, people are hearing about the election, whatnot, where can they go to get information on who they're electing for, what they're voting for, etc.?
Right. So on the city website, we do have the 20 candidates listed, and we have their contact information. And most of the candidates have websites that are listed on their phone numbers and email addresses. They can certainly reach out directly to those candidates. You all in the media have done a great job with your own websites and your newscasts and the radio shows and having the candidates on. The League of Women Voters has a website out there that has information. I know the Gazette also has partnered with some TV stations and done some forums. So the biggest thing is just really do some internet searches. Start with our coloradosprings.gov election page, and then that'll link you out there. And then just check all the media sites, because you all have had a lot of great information and forums out there on these candidates.
Could you talk a little bit about this?
Sure. So
How are we hitting our numbers for every
what
day?
I handed out, and what is also available on that interactive turnout map, is the turnout. So right now, we've sent out 336,246 ballots, because, by the way, if you are not registered to vote, but you do live in the city, you can register to vote up through Election Day and be able to cast a ballot. So we have, right now, we're looking at about 9% turnout at this point. So we have received 28,638 ballots out of that 336,246 that we've sent out. So I'll give you the district breakdown. So District 1, Council District 1, which is a little north and west of here, they have turned in 8,211 ballots, cast ballots. District 2, which is your far north, your very far north, district, has turned in 3,675 ballots. District 3, which is right here where we're standing right now, your core downtown down to the Broadmoor area, has turned in 5,633 ballots. District 4, which is predominantly the southeast portion of the city, is turned in 1,917 ballots. District 5, which is a little bit north of here, and it kind of spreads a little bit west, a little bit east. Think Old North End, kind of that area. They have turned in 5,316 ballots. And then District 6 is your far eastern district. Think Banning Lewis Ranch, kind of south of here, south and east of here, has turned in 3,886 ballots. All of those numbers add up to 28,638. So thank you to those 28,638 people that have voted. We appreciate it. But now we need the rest of you to step it up, right? Step it up. Let's have a little competition between the districts. Who can be the highest totals? So anything to get these voters motivated. So whatever it needs to go to your mailbox, get the ballot and vote it, we'll call it a contest.
I have a question about District 4. Like, they're not even close to any of the other districts. Is that pretty typical, normal for
It is.
District 4? And you said that's southeast part of town?
It is predominantly the southeast, right. District 4 and District 6 are always historically, both in our elections and in the county elections, they are a lower turnout district. So we are, asking them to vote pretty much as they can. And so we're doing a lot of outreach into those districts to get those numbers up. But they have some very competitive races across all 6 districts. We really do. We've only got 2 incumbents running for re-election this time. That's District 1 and District 5. The other districts are open seats, or the incumbent is not running. Either they're limited to how many terms they can serve, or the current person chose not to serve. So please get out there. Again, great candidates. Get to know your candidates, and please vote. Again, we want to hear your voice. We know you have one.
So we're going to have a pretty new looking city council
We are.
this year?
We are absolutely. We are out of the 6 districts, we will have 4 new people on those districts. So it's even better, even more encouraging for you guys, because these are competitive races for our voters. So please do your research and vote that ballot.
Does it make a difference to the city about when people turn in the ballots between now and taking place?
I'm sorry.
Does it make a difference about when people send in the ballots between now and taking place?
No, we really just want people to vote. I mean, obviously, we'd like ballots every day. Our judges are here processing whatever is turned in. So we will get a lot of ballots on Election Day, absolutely. But we encourage people to do their research and just vote. Why hold it till Election Day? Go ahead and turn that in. Again, 28 drop-off locations across the city. Many of those are the ones that you would have used to vote in November, so you know where it is. We just need you to fill it out and get it turned in.
Can you explain what's going on in this room next
Sure. So what's happening in the room right over there, which you all will get some footage of, is by the time, when you turn in your ballot, it first goes through signature verification. So we take that envelope, and that's the other most important thing. We really want you to vote, but we really want you to sign that outer envelope before you drop it in the box. Because the first thing that we're going to do is verify that signature that's on the outer, on your envelope, your return envelope, with the signature images we have on file. And if we can verify that you are who you signed, it all matches, then that ballot comes over to the room over here that you guys will see. And that's where the ballot packet is actually opened. So that the envelope is opened and the ballot is separated from the envelope. Once the ballot is outside of that envelope, there's no identifying information on that ballot. So it is just a ballot cast. We don't know who cast it or anything like that. And that's where that happens. And then the next step is to count it. And so that's a picture of what you're going to see also is our high-speed digital scanner will scan that ballot and tabulate that vote.
What's the last day for mailing it? If you want?
For mailing it, we have said, thank you, Monday. We have said Monday is the last day for you really to mail it. Honestly, we have 28 ballot boxes, so I really encourage everybody just to drop it in one of those boxes. Basically, 90% of the people just drop it in a box. Every year, we get fewer and fewer that are returned by mail, and it's fine to do that. But at this point, put it in a box. There's 28 across the city, so there's got to be one close to you.
Did we miss anything?
Any other deadlines that you want voters to know about?
I don't think so. I think those are the main deadlines. It's really just get your ballot in a box by 7 p.m. on April
I was
1st.
gonna say, if you had 10 seconds to tell voters what they need to do, what are you gonna tell them?
They need to go to the mailbox, get the ballot packet, open the ballot packet, read the ballot packet, do your research through the media partners or coloradosprings.gov/election, vote that ballot, seal it in that envelope, flip it over, sign it, and then take it to a ballot drop-off box. Again, you have a voice, I know you do, and I know you want to complain, and you have comments, and you have thoughts and feelings. So guess what? The best way to do that is vote that ballot and return it.
Thank you.
Does that work?
That was awesome.
That
was
good?
perfect. Anything else, you guys?
So we're allowed to get some shots in here?
Yep.
Can I borrow you for 1 minute? I just need you, if we can go in there, and if you can act like it's Monday.
You wanna do that, please?
Just have to be
Okay.
right here.